Anti-Semitism was just normal part to live in Ukraine. It was huge. For example, you have always reminded that you're a Jew, first in your birth certificate, and it's also written in your passport.
The extent to which anti-Semitism was prevalent in the Crimea, which is where I'm from, and the Ukraine overall, was to the point where we didn't even talk about Judaism. I didn't know that I was a Jew as a child.
When the Soviet Union fell apart, I was thinking maybe this is a time for me and my children.
When I first met Lida, her family was in crisis. Like many families that we work with, she was a single mom with no money, no job. She had 2 young children with problems. She felt lost and alone, and she was really frightened about the future.
Basically, Jewish Family and Children's Services was the first and only place where you would go for everything. You feel that you're an immigrant. Doesn't matter if you're smart, doesn't matter if you speak English. A lot of what I felt is the different mentality. Like, example, my son was very active, like extremely active.
Well, in my early days, I was a very hectic child. We were just running around all over the place, biting people, kicking people, clawing away at my mom, and she didn't know what to do, and so she actually went to JFCS for counsel.
Soon after my parents got divorced, I was constantly crying and having lots of fits, so I would come to JFCS once a week and I would meet with my therapist Sonia, and eventually she came and spoke with my mother after I had been working with her for some time and told her, okay, these are some things Natasha would like to do to adjust between the 2 cultures.
The caseworker, she said, you have lovely children, and if you want to have a statue, then of course you have to say no, 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 no. But if you want to have a kid, let this kid do something, let expose, let him be alive.
Natasha and Misha are like the hundreds of students who have participated in Youth First programs over the last number of years, really focusing in on both academic support, connecting with staff members in the program, and connecting with peers their age. For them, they really connected with the mentor program.
I was able to pair up with a very nice man who worked for Philips. So I was able to kind of ground my ambition, and he helped me create a web page. It's funny to think about, but this is a place where freedom of expression is allowed because it's America and because it's the internet. But coming from the Soviet Union, where everyone monitors what you say, this is such a revolutionary thing, and it's just, it was my favorite part about the program.
Natasha had such a positive experience with her mentor relationship that she decided that she also wanted to give back and to tutor one of the other students at the youth development programs, which is really rare that a student will dedicate her time and energy to help others.
I was asked if I want my children to come to the Hebrew school, and I really hesitated, but at the same time I felt that they know nothing. I can't even share anything with them about the Jewish identity. So who knew that our life will go a completely different way and my children will become very Jewish?
With help from JFCS, both Natasha and Misha received a Jewish education and traveled to Poland to learn about the Holocaust and their Jewish identity.
I had an amazing time there, made a lot of strong Jewish connections. That was only possible because of JFCS, and I made a lot of good friends there, and I was able to connect to this Jewish history, both of sorrow and mourning, and also of celebration and of rebirth. And that's kind of also a story of my life, where I'm mourning a little bit about the past of anti-Semitism in Ukraine and celebrating starting anew with this new community here in America.
Thankful for all they have received, both Misha and Natasha are giving back. Misha has worked for AmeriCorps and is now preparing to become a rabbi, while Natasha is attending graduate school at Columbia with plans to become a school psychologist.
I think that my experience coming here to JFCS and working with Sonia, my therapist, was probably a foundation for the career path that I'm on right now, which is to become a school psychologist.
I often turn to Lida when I'm looking for somebody to tell a story that will inspire others, because she had the courage to ask for help when she needed it, and because of that, she was able to give her children every opportunity.
But it was a person who would always be there for you. I truly believe in pay it forward.
I really feel like everything that I was able to get, I want to help give others, so other little red-headed, energetic kids can grow up and help other people as well, because it changed my life.
This is a place where you feel at home and always can count that somebody will hold your hand when you need it.